Okay. Ooh, okay, good. So I have to turn it off because obviously this can't be on until the engine is on. But that's just so you guys can hear me. Again, most important safety rule of all, please be seated while we are in motion. Of course, we're going to have a couple of stops, as you may know. The two that I absolutely recommend are going to be the second one for the restroom. You know, and if you don't think you need to go, you need to go. And of course, the fifth one for, you know, lunch. Just saying. All right, pretty straightforward. And over here we have the Winter Garden Theater, which of course is playing the adaptation of the movie Back to the Future. Most people know the Winter Garden Theater, of course, most famously as the home of Cats, right? One of the longest running musicals in Broadway history. All right, welcome everybody. As you can see, we're here at world famous Times Square, where 7th Avenue gets crossed by Broadway. So think of Times Square like a big X. We'll see Broadway coming up on the right. It'll start to intersect it. And I'm going to tell it like it is. A lot of things to show you. On the right there, Junior's, famous for its Brooklyn-style cheesecake. By the way, on the right here, this Ray's Pizza. You only want to go to that Ray's Pizza if it's 2 in the morning and you've had a few. Just saying, just saying. That's the only time it tastes really good. Trotter is. I understand that their place where Olive Garden is. By the way, this top here, the canopy here for the seats there, with the steps there, that's been only about a decade and a half. That's a wonderful spot. You want to take some great pictures. By the way, you can see great Broadway theaters. By the way, to be a Broadway theater, you don't just open up a theater. So we're all on the same page. So obviously we're in Midtown. We know about downtown, Midtown, and Uptown. Downtown is that away from Battery Park up to about 14th Street. From 14th Street up to 59th Street is going to be Midtown Manhattan. And then from 59th up all the way up to Enwood, the very top, the other side of the island, is going to be Uptown. You go there. On the left here, we're going to see Worldwide Plaza. This was Madison Square Garden back in the day. It was the third home of Madison Square Garden. It was on that site that, of course, screen legend Marilyn Monroe sang, "Happy Birthday, Mr. President," to then U.S. President John F. Kennedy. Plenty of things still to show you guys. Around the corner on the left is going to be the Deutsche Bank Center, formerly known as the Time Warner Center. It's got everything there from a shopping mall to art gallery to a nightclub. Check it out there, really cool. Oh, statue's right here. Going to show this to us. By the way, you may be noticing here a centrally located park behind you. This is going to be Central Park. 843 acres, or if you prefer, 341 hectares. Nearly 20% of the entire surface area of Manhattan Island. One of the cultural centers in the world. That's going to be on your left. That is going to be Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts. You're going to see that in a moment. And you can see the 3 main buildings here in front. On the very left is going to be the David H. Koch Theater. That's for the dance performances. In the middle is going to be the Metropolitan Opera House, right? The largest opera house in the world, over 6,000 seats. And on the right there is going to be the David Geffen Hall for the orchestral performances. You can also see the statue there of Italian poet Dante Alighieri. And do you remember that plaza? The Metropolitan Opera House was famously used in a night scene in the movie Moonstruck, where Cher meets a young Nicolas Cage, beginning her pattern of meeting younger men. On the left over here, you can see Alice Tully Hall. This is the home of the Juilliard School, one of the great conservatories of the world. Composer Philip Glass, actress Jessica Chastain. You guys know actors Oscar Isaac, right? And Adam Driver, right? Star Wars fame. They went up, personally selected the marble around the glass. I like that. I like this marble on the walls. I like to know that our iPhones are going for things like that. So yeah, no problem. We're going to come up here. Oh, by the way, do we have anybody here from Australia? Because look on the left, it's men at work. Yeah, you guys under 30 are like, huh? Well, guess what, folks? This is going to be our first walking stop, about 15 to 20 minutes, thereabouts. Okay, guys, we're going to come up here. We're going to go to Strawberry Fields. This is, of course, the permanent memorial to John Lennon, dedicated in 1985. Should mention we'll see the centerpiece, which is going to be, of course, the mosaic tiles donated by the people of Naples, Italy, with that one word, imagine.
$1.
We're here. This is going to be Central Park West, right? The street that's just west of the park.
West.
If you go to 110th Street, gateway to Harlem, the street just north of, part of 110th Street just north of the park is called Central Park North. If you go to the part of 59th Street, just south of the park, it's called Central Park South. But if you go to the street just east of the park, it's called Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue, yes. Why? Because, of course, the cachet of Fifth Avenue, too important to ignore. Behind us, this is going to be Temple Emmanuel, one of the largest Reformed Jewish synagogues in the world, from 1928, built in a melange of styles, including Romanesque revival and Moorish revival. They also have concerts there during the year. All right, coming up here, we're going on Fifth Avenue here. This is Quinta Avenida. This is the dividing line between east and west. Technically, that's the west side. Technically, that's the east side of Manhattan. So, of course, most of this tour we've been on the west side. On the right here, this headquarters for Central Park. That's the Arsenal, that red brick building there. And you can see on the right here, this is going to be the Central Park Zoo, which has everything from red pandas, Japanese snow monkeys, penguins, and my particular favorite, going to be sea lions. They're great performers, the sea lions. So across the street there, so the Apple store over there. On the right here is going to be the Paris Theater, which actually shows off a lot of great movies. You know why? Because Netflix took over the lease. Paris Theater is one of the great movie houses of New York. If you ever get a chance, check it out. All right, so much to check out here. Coming up across the street on the left is going to be world famous Tiffany's. And yes, I will have to mention Trump Tower over here on the left. I'm going to mention one reference because, as you can imagine, certain references in a tour can be potentially loaded. I'll just say this one thing. I think it's pretty innocuous. You may know that one of Mr. Trump's children is named Tiffany's. She was, in fact, named after the store. Why? Because years ago, the Tiffany's sold the air rights to Trump Tower for $5 million. So, folks, yes, in New York, not even air is free. All right, on we go, guys. We got plenty. We're going to come up here. On the left is going to be St. Patrick's Cathedral. On the left, seat of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of New York. That'll be on the left side over there. And on the right will be, of course, world famous Rockefeller Center. All right, we're going to come up to Wall Street in a minute. All right, I got to feel, yeah, Wall Street's going to be on your left side, just so you know. It's going to be facing Trinity Church. So again, the graveyard on one side, on the other side will be the East River, so it makes sense. Now, I got a feeling we're not going to be crossing this before the light changes. I'd be very surprised because we're going at a super slow speed here. Yeah, see, I was right. Series of historic graves here, including Steamboat founder Robert Fulton. But you see there's a white obelisk-shaped grave over there. That is going to be the grave of founding father and Broadway star, Alexander Hamilton. Right, coming up in a moment on the left here, we got 7,000 pounds of bronze, and that is no bull, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Wall Street Bull, Charging Bull, El Toro. Work of art by artist Arturo Arthur de Modica. Take a look on the left here. It is really something. You can see this here. He dropped it on Christmas Day in Wall Street, 1989, to show off optimism in trading. And yes, I guess I have to address the elephant or bull in the room. Yes, people love to touch the bull. Yeah, that's the Trapeze School of New York. Okay, are we good? No, I don't think so. Up. Yay! Nice. Okay. On the left over here, this is the little island that was built for media and internet mogul Barry Diller, dedicated in 2021. Cost $260 million. Yeah, over $250 million. But it's nice, isn't it? You can walk on there. It's open to the public. They have a lovely outdoor amphitheater called the Amp. It seats 800 seats. Incredible. Chelsea, right? Going to be the meatpacking district. Yeah, early Oreos were made with lard. So yeah. Yeah, you want to do a nice little excursion? Yeah, check out the Chelsea Market. All right, coming up on the left over here, this is going to be the Chelsea Piers Major Athletic Complex. Got everything here from rock climbing walls,
Wow.
to professional golf driving range, to Olympic-sized swimming pools. By the way, only about $400 a month.
Wow.
It's high-end, what can I tell you? Enterprise, the test plane for the space shuttle program. There is an actual Concorde supersonic jet, but it's in dry dock right now. You know why? Because a lot of these exhibition pieces, of course, have to be repainted, redone because outdoor damage, right? The elements.